Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're digging into something pretty wild, an ancient text that claims to have a step-by-step guide for regular people to completely break free from suffering. I mean, think about it. It's the question, right? The one that people have been asking forever. How do you actually get free from suffering? Not just cope with it, but be done with it. So there's this ancient Buddhist text, the Contemplation Sutra, and it just tackles this question head on. And what's really cool is who it's for. It says right in the text, this isn't for some enlightened master or a scholar. It's for ordinary folks, people like us, who are just trying to find a way out. So in this explainer, we're going to zoom in on one specific part of it, because this isn't just about lofty ideas. It's a practical, honest-to-goodness method for finding that freedom. And this is what gets me. It's not trying to win an argument or prove a point. It's laying out a concrete path. It's basically a mental exercise, like a guided meditation, and it has a very, very specific goal. All right, so let's get into the details. This whole thing is called the Third Contemplation, or to be more specific, the contemplation of the land. And it's all about, it's about a kind of deep, focused seeing. So the heart of this practice, it's visualization. The instructions are to create this incredibly vivid, stable, and super detailed picture in your mind of the ground of this place called the Pure Land. You're literally building an entire world inside your head, from the ground up. Now, this isn't just random daydreaming. It's super structured. The text is clear. First, you have to master the step before this, the water contemplation. Only when you've got that down can you even start this land contemplation. And the whole point of this stage is to reach this state of absolute mental quiet, which is called samadhi. And that's the key right there, samadhi. Think of it as a state of just perfect stillness and unbreakable focus. It's that intense concentration that's supposed to take your mental picture from just a blurry image to something way, way more powerful. So what does that actually look like? How does this vision develop? Well, the text breaks it down into two phases. It's not like you just flip a switch and see everything at once. It's a progression, right? You start with what they call coarse seeing. Think of it as a fuzzy, rough draft. But as you deepen that concentration, as you get into that samadhi state, you hit utmost clarity. And this is where the vision becomes so vivid, so stable, so complete that it's described as being even more real than what you see with your own eyes. And the text really hammers this point home. It says that when you finally see it with that clarity, you can't even describe it. Words just don't work anymore. It's an experience that's completely beyond language. Okay, so this is where things get really wild. We've talked about the how, but what about the why? This isn't just about seeing a cool vision. The text claims this practice will fundamentally change everything for you. Get this. According to the text, if you can pull this off, if you can complete this one contemplation, it eliminates, wait for it, 80 billion kalpas of bad karma. I mean, that's just a mind-boggling number. And to even try and wrap our heads around that, one single kalpa is this ridiculously long period of time. Like, we're talking about the entire lifespan of a universe. So this practice claims to wipe the slate clean from an almost infinite number of past lives. It's just, wow. So you've got this two-part promise. First, this massive karmic debt just gets erased. Poof. And second, it's a guarantee. You will be reborn in the Pure Land, and your mind will be totally certain, completely free of doubt. But wait, there's more. The text doesn't just leave it at that. It ends with a really crucial instruction, a kind of warning for anyone who wants to try this. It makes it crystal clear that how you do it is just as important as the result you want. If you want those unbelievable rewards, you have to follow this specific path. No shortcuts, no improvising. Yeah, it draws a really hard line in the sand here. It says correct contemplation is this method, period. Anything else, any other kind of visualization you might try, is called incorrect contemplation. And it flat out says it won't get you the same results. I mean, you can't get much clearer than that. The source is totally unambiguous. It's a direct command, really. If you want to be free from suffering, if you want that rebirth in the Pure Land, this is how you do it. Any other path, according to this text, it's the wrong one. And, that kind of leaves us with a bigger question to chew on. If you step back from the specific spiritual stuff for a second, what this ancient text is really saying is that focused, intentional visualization is incredibly powerful. It's suggesting that the things we hold in our minds, with clarity and consistency, can literally change our reality, our destiny. So it makes you wonder, right? What role could that kind of focused vision play in shaping our lives today?